The model village in Godshill won the Best Kept Tourist Attraction Garden Award in the annual Wight in Bloom competition. The competition has the aim of keeping the Isle of Wight a brighter, greener place, and our reporter Shan Robins went along to Godshill to find out more.
The model village in Godshill is set in the grounds of the old vicarage. It originally came into being in 1952.
It was started by a gentleman as sort of a gentleman's folly. They did in those days, they built mad things in their gardens, and it sort of evolved from then, and it's been in the family since 1969, and my wife and I bought it in 2004. The model village itself, it's one of these old retro type attractions, and we like to think what we do to the best of our ability, and with 80,000 people coming each year, and an awful lot of those are repeat visitors, we think we do it to a high standard based on what people say. Obviously we think they're fantastic, but it's lovely to have such great feedback from our customers. It is one of the old-fashioned type tourist attractions. You don't see many of them around these days, and where it is privately owned, we do invest a lot of time and effort and money to keep it in really good condition. The models themselves are unique. It's sort of based in around the 1930s, 1940s era. The trees that we've got in now are over 3,000 of them. A lot of them have been trimmed to be exactly the same scale as the house themselves. So it's quite a unique and different type of attraction. And a lot of people, they get to the front gate, they're not quite sure, but then when they leave, they got a massive smile on their face and they were surprised about what they found.
It's on a bigger scale than I thought. A lot bigger scale, because model villages are usually like this, aren't they? The scale of it is lovely. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're all done so well. The detail is amazing.
For me, the buildings, because they have actually done them to perfection. It's like you're taken back in time in the old village. Really beautiful.
I thought the garden is so well kept, and the difference in the trees, the miniature trees, of such a variety.
Every tree is a real tree, and almost all of the species are the type of species that you would have in your garden. They're conifers and shrubs that have been very carefully nurtured from a very, very young age right the way through. We've got some that are 50, 60 years old and some that are just 2 or 3. And we keep hold of them, and as they get bigger, they get moved around the garden. And we don't like to lose them. They're part of the family. So with 3,000 odd, we've got a big family out there.
The model village became a partner garden with the RHS, the Royal Horticultural Society, at the beginning of this year's tourist season.
They've come here, they've had a look at us, they think we're a garden that's a little bit unusual, and they think that their members would be interested. So what we said that we would do with any RHS member was to allow them free entry to the model village for this year. So any RHS member that was on the island this year had the opportunity to come and have a look for free.
Stuart says both the Royal Horticultural Society collaboration and winning the Wight in Bloom Award is a credit to their gardeners.
We've got 2 chaps that work for us, Fred Green and Martin Thorne, very apt for working in the garden, who have been with us for 30 years each. And basically what they don't know in the garden is not worth knowing. And it's their skill and their patience and their enthusiasm that has really made the garden very, very special. And really, that's one of the main reasons why the RHS have seen that we are a unique garden, and it's really down to their hard work and the graft that they've put in over that period of time they've been with us. And a lot of people come, they grab hold of Fred or Martin if they're looking around, and they must get the same question asked hundreds of times over in a season, but they always give people the time, to ask those questions and give a bit of advice if they can. But we don't like to give away too many secrets, otherwise you'll know everything about us.
The model village in Godshill is open this year until Saturday the 29th of October. This is Shan Robins for That's Solent.